Peace, Bill. I'm Jeannie. We're two do-it-yourselfers who met on a sailboat in 1988. 3 houses and 4 boats later, we're refitting our 1998 Seahorse Oceaneer 55-foot steel trawler, Blue Sky. Welcome to our journey. We're starting to take some of these panels down so we can put in a new air conditioner.
When we got back from our Georgia trip, I got a history update for weather. On Tuesday, it was the 92 here. That was the high for May. The air conditioners were all stressed out. It took out the media and the forward stateroom. We were able to bring back the forward stateroom, but the media's dead. That one's on its last leg, and the pilot house air conditioner died a couple years ago. Kind of gotten myself as far as I can go. Got this piece out. Tomorrow I'm going to start with tear out of that line there, because you can just barely see that dark spot there, and that silver spot over there is the old Freon line. Moving more stuff out. Got this panel off here, and I'm getting ready to hand it down to Jeannie, and you got all the other panels down there. We're going to just take them home here in a moment. Already torn out a couple pieces of ducting. Gonna get all that out tonight, hopefully. At least that's the plan. Later. Power line. That exposes that line quite nicely. It's all covered in crap. Definitely think something's wrong with that line. We are going to replace that unit with a 3-zone, and we're going to have a 12 kilowatt BTU in here, an 18 kilowatt BTU there, and then one in the media room. The thing we're going to do tonight is get these lines out, and need to pull that unit out too. But to do that first, I need to pump down the unit, which basically pulls all the oil and refrigerant that's in the lines into the main unit. That way I can then disconnect the lines and don't release anything to the atmosphere. Anyway, later. What we're going to do on this unit is called a pump down, which I guess it's pumped down because normally your condenser is lower than the air handler. Of course, that's obviously not the case for mine. Mine's just about level with it, or just a little higher. So we're going to do a pump up. But yeah, it's still a pump down. And we'll pop that guy off. We're going to put the meters on so we can monitor when it gets to 0. Whole reason for doing this is, one, it gets the pressure out of the lines, and it keeps the refrigerant gas from going into the atmosphere. You close off. Is this guy off? Yep. And you go clockwise. Close this guy. There it goes. Okay, and we just want to make sure this guy. Yeah, we can turn him. Okay. She's going to turn the lower unit on. So this part's ready, and there are the meters. You can see the pressure really high. Okay, well, there's the electrical connections. I want to go ahead and disconnect them, but we want to make sure power is turned off. So I'm waiting for her to bring me a meter. The breaker should be off, but just acting weird. Later. Not reading anything at the moment. Make sure. Nothing there, and this should be going to the lower unit. Nothing there. Hey, well, that's interesting. Why am I seeing that? It's neutral. Why are we seeing voltage on neutral? 17. What the hell? I don't understand that. There's no 220, but I'm certainly seeing 110. Okay, something weird's going on, because I should be reading 220, but I got nothing. But if I then go over here and stick it on neutral, I got 46 volts. Even worse, if I stick it on ground, I got 124 volts. So why is that occurring?
The issue was at the breaker panel, so we rewired that, and then the unit was safe to work on.
Move down to the lower unit here, where I stripped off the insulation there so I can get to that first piece. I'm going to continue prepping some of that plastic stuff off of there. Can you come pull down on this tube?
Did you loosen it?
No.
No, I'm afraid I'm going to get hit in the head.
It only hurt for a moment. Wanting to repaint the area underneath the air conditioner condenser. Pulled the air conditioner off. It's on the other side of the boat. Now I'm stirring up some paint, and now it feels like it's going to rain. So yeah, there's that spot. Got rid of a couple rust spots too. So the goal is 2 coats of this, maybe 2 coats of epoxy, and then love to get some white all grip down, but that may not be until tomorrow. The unit's supposed to come in today. You got 2 coats in one spot and like 1 coat on another, so it's like a 1.5 coat on it. So we got to do 1 more coat of epoxy, and then that thing I believe will be pretty much ready for, we can mount the unit, although I want to drill some holes probably. But anyway, we got inside work I want to take care of later.
Bill's putting on the last coat of epoxy.
Here's the AC area, all painted. Wish that was the hull color. That's just the epoxy. I'll have to come back with the hull color later. Well, that's it for out here. I'm gonna go do some work inside now. Later. One of the modifications that we make, the units, they come pre-plumbed with a drain. So there's the drain on that side. And then what I do is I add a drain to the other side because they're dual drain, and that way as our boat rocks back and forth, water can drain out of this side or water can drain out of this side. And it's worked really well for us. I don't know if the ceiling cassette or the low wall have double drains. If they do, I'll use both of them. Otherwise, we'll just use the one drain that's there. Anyway, this unit is now ready. Well, I got to put the plastic piece back in and then mount its bracket up there. But it's pretty close to being ready to be mounted. I want to go ahead and get it up there so that we can then bring in the ceiling cassette, see if it's going to fit up there, and then if we can confirm that it is going to fit, then we'll start work on the line set. That's current plans for the moment. Later. We have that brace in what we think is the right spot for this to be able to fit over it. We had to clear out some foam up there. Now we've tried a couple test fits. We're going to do another test fit now. Oh, it's on, all done. Turn the AC on. Isn't that all there is to it? The easiest part of the task is done now. We got the air handler mounted. Now we just got to run all the line sets and everything. So that's going to be the next bit of fun here. Later. Oh, working on making the line set hole a little bit bigger here. We should definitely give a good hole now for the line sets to come through, hopefully. Later. Now the next step is we got to do those line sets, but we need the ceiling cassette up here, although I want to go ahead and take out some foam up here before we bring it in. So I'm going to cut foam for a little while, then we'll go get the cassette.
Okay.
Are going to try to take this off the boat now. This will be fun. It always is. Oh, probably should pull the boat closer. Maybe go or just down below later. Okay, come down.
we loaded up. We have the new condenser,
Yep.
the old condenser,
And a few other pieces and parts.
Yep. Later.
So there is the slim ceiling cassette. Somehow we got to get that up into that hole there. Now we have the support in here. I'm going to start de-rigging this because we're going to have to carry it this last little bit. So we're going to try some new puppies here. Isolate this unit from the deck and give it a little more under deck clearance. Okay, keep holding it.
Yep.
Okay, come down. Okay. So now the next step. We got to get it over there onto the white pieces.
It's in its new home. Hopefully we're good for another 10 years.
Hopefully with replacing all the line sets, we'll get more out of it. One's in. Okay, there we go. Let's definitely isolate the unit from the boat from the unit. Then I vacuum up and then we're done up here for a little while. Later.
Our handy dandy lifter.
Stop lifting.
Lifting by the millimeter. We'll let you know when we get there. Let me show you the disaster because of the air conditioning issues. This is my nice salon and my kitchen. Oh my gosh, and the rest of the boat doesn't look much better. Just mad scientists at work and projects upon projects of tools out and about. Hopefully we're about to get this salon air conditioner running. He got that wired up and plumbed up, and he's vacuum pumping the condenser compressor. I guess that means it's pressurizing. Hopefully we get some more AC tonight. All right, later.
Seem to be holding vacuum okay. Well, that's a good sign. Instructions just say open the packed valve. What the hell's the packed valve? I have 10 valves here that I can control, and I'm trying to find more information if there's something I need to do up here. It's the part where you release you put a hex key into. I mean, there was definitely, I could hear a release when I did that one. It's ready. Need to check for bubbles down there. Let's see if it'll power up. I'm coming down to turn the unit on.
What are we doing?
Checking for any pressure leaks or any bubbles. Make some noise.
It beeped and came on and flashed 53 over there.
Thinks it's 75 in here. Is it set to 75? No,
it's set to 75.
Okay, now we're on cool. Blowing air.
Is it blowing cold air?
No.
Well, it is 10:20 on Saturday night. Hopefully we have this air conditioner going. Any bubbles?
No.
And now he's finally reading the directions.
Huh.
Ooh, 56.
Yeah, there you go.
So yay, we have a salon air conditioner. Tomorrow, we're gonna clean some of this up. Later.
Later.